Hello, everybody. Peter Gantner here, and we are back with another token review. This time it is zkswap. We're going to be actually doing a couple of tokens that we believe might have some good potential on the zksync network. They don't have a token out yet, getting ready to come out. A lot of exciting stuff happening over there. Before we do that, I do want to remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not meant for any type of financial advice. It is simply for educational purposes. The reason for us to do this is, again, to find good projects. I sorted through a lot of projects, just every single project that I could find on zksync, looked at all the different projects, and then came up with a few that I thought, hey, they might have some potential. What we're going to do with this information is, it's instead of you having to search through all the zkswap one or zksync tokens, you can possibly just look at these three and then do your own research and then make a decision from there. And maybe you can find your favorite project on zksync. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we are going to jump into zksync. So first, we're going to visit CoinMarketCap, and we're going to look here, and we're going to see that it's a 0.02 per token. I have actually up here since its launch back in September. Check that out, up 67x, right? 6,700%. What we're going to do is we're going to come back and go to the one-day chart, and we're going to see that it is also up today about 7.64%. Just under an $8 million market cap, 7,947,000. Now, if you look at this and say, okay, how successful can this be? It's going to depend on how successful, of course, the zksync chain will be. But let's assume that it could possibly be as successful as BNB. So then you would look at the Binance DEX, because this has the chance to become the primary DEX for that chain, and it could probably match that. Or maybe it's Uniswap that you look at. Or maybe it's a more recent one, which is Jupe, which is an aggregator for the Solana chain, because one of the features that they have with zkswap is they are an aggregator, and we're going to look at that when we get to it. We can see that the token is available on the zksync error chain. And if we come down here below, you're going to see the best place to swap it. Guess, zkswap.finance. That's right. You can swap it right there. It's where all the volume is. You can look at there. There's mute here, which I've never even seen before, but really it's the zkswap one that you're going to want to focus on and look at. We can see that the fully diluted market cap is 14.887. Total supply that are in circulation, 275 million. It is verified data. And then we have total supply of 514 million. It doesn't have a max supply here, so I don't know if that means they're going to mint more or if there's a higher token supply that's out there. But right now, that would give it a 14.8. We'll have to check on that when we go there. We actually went over here to confirm it because I had seen somebody else did a video on zkswap, and they were talking about 1 billion tokens. But I did go over here to DEX, and right now, it's the same, 7.95 million. Great liquidity, guys, 2.56 million in liquidity. That's pretty solid for an $8 million project. And we've got 15 million total market cap with a total supply of 520 million. So that's much closer to that than the billion mark. I will have to go out, though, and look at their white paper and see what's going on there. We can see that it's a 99 out of 99. That's good on DEX. Let's jump back over here real quick, and we're going to dive over here we're going to see, here, let's check out the audit first. We've got an audit on Zertic, which you can click on it. And you can see it was done in December of last year, I believe was the date that I saw there. It's always good if there's an audit for you to come look at. So its security score was a AA. Its rank was number 10 percentile in the top 10 percentile. So it's got an 88.2, and you can come look and see what they did. And you can click on each one of these, and it will tell you anything that they needed to fix or where there might be any vulnerabilities that are involved with it, okay? So that you can check out on your own. I'm going to jump over here and go to their X account, and we can look at some of their things. You can tell I was looking at it earlier today, so we can go down and we can begin to look at it, and we can see that they've had on their ERC 404 Wrap Liberta Omnibus, and you can see that it was added to their ZK aggregator. So that is definitely their aggregator has launched, but you can see that their aggregator just launched because here's the ZK aggregator kickoff winners announced. So we can come down a little bit further and we can see that they are very active on their X account. February 15th, another post on February 15th. They're actually showing you the zkswap.finance discovering networks supported by ZK bridges. So they have a bridge on their swap, and check it out. It's just about every chain that's out there, right? You got Polygon there, you've got ZP, they're just about all here, Arbitrum on there. Of course, you've got Ethereum. So there's a lot of chains here that you can, of course, that they're supporting and moving forward. All right, we can come down a little bit further, and we've got important, a lend borrow product, DAO proposals voted on last week, 61 agree, 38 disagreed. So they're, of course, with transparency. That's the word I was looking for, transparency. Thank you for submitting your proposals. They're going to implement a lend and borrow product. If you're a holder of the token, you're going to get a say through the governance in the platform itself. Nice Valentine's message there from that. So you can come down, of course, and spend some time. And I like to go very deep down and continue to read, look and see if there's some partnerships. So here's a partnership announcement. Always great to have a lot of partnerships, Router and zkswap, because that means that this project is being shared with the other community and the other community's project being shared here. Okay. More about their aggregator. Let's see. There we go. Another partnership. We can go through and count these up and look at and see how many partnerships they're doing. Again, the more partnerships, the better off it is. All right, let's go to the website. So here we are, guys. I actually think this is a pretty cool site here. Let's see. We're going to hit the swap here. And of course, standard swap, right? Select your token that you want to swap. You can come up here, and of course, these are the chains. Check it out, zksync, and of course, they have the Linea testnet. Linea is another chain that has not launched their main net yet, and of course, they've been around since the zksync testnet side of things. So if you're trying to qualify for any of these airdrops, whether it's the Linea one or the zksync, you can come here and, of course, try out the test nets, and those are usually part of getting you qualified. If we come over here to the aggregator, because that's part of what is there, we can begin to look and see that they've got some stuff going on there, things that they're adding to it. And of course, you always go down and you swap what tokens you want. I'm going to go from Ethereum to ZF, the ZK swap token. Of course, I've got to connect my wallet here if I wanted to do that. All right, so that is the swap part. Then we go over here to pools. They've got quite a few pools going. Decent APRs here, 13% on a stable coin. That's actually pretty good. Total value locked, $3 million in total value locked. That's pretty impressive here. 2.5 million in the ZF ETH pool locked at 8%. The ETH USDT is pretty low. It's only about 10K. And then, of course, the other pools are in the 500,000 for total value locked, 82,000. Normally you want to see these pools a little bit higher, but of course that can improve over time. I believe in a video I watched a month ago, there was no pools that had more than a few $100,000 in liquidity. And right now you have, of course, two pools, one with 3 and one with 2.56. So this is one of the ways that you can help evaluate the project too. You can come in here and take a snapshot of this, and then come back in a week or 2 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks, and you can see what pools are growing. Are they making progress here? Of course, they've got PancakeSwap and ETH pairs here. So they've got a lot of different pairs and a lot of different setups here that you can check out and you can become a part of. All right. So let me go up here a little bit. And then let's go over to earn. Of course, we all want to earn, right? So we've got farming. We've got staking. So you can stake your ZF tokens, campaign, and then rewards. So let's click on rewards. We'll start at the bottom. So they've got 3 rewards pools. They have, this is the unique part they were talking about. The first, swap to earn on the zksync network. Here is where they're sharing a portion of the revenue from all swaps. So swaps generate revenue, of course, and what they're doing is basically sharing that back. Of course, the more swaps that you do, the bigger piece of the revenue you get. So there are actually people that are making money because there are some of the top swappers on here and they're getting more. So if you're going to get really engaged with the project, then that may be something that you want to do. If we come over here to the swap board, you're going to see first place, 460,260 points. There's been a total of 5,161,844 points among 71,000 people. So this person's done about 8% of all the swaps that are on there. The next is 315, and it goes down from there. So again, this is going to give you an idea of the revenue that you share in with it, and they're done through cycles. So cycle 2402.h2, we can click on the little thing next to it, and that gives us the date and the time frame. So this is from 216 through 229 of 2024. We've got your account. Of course, it's going to tell me your ZK points. It's going to give you your boost is a 1x boost. Your reward rate is 0.50. So again, I could connect my wallet, and I have never done a swap on here except to buy zkswap. That's the only thing I've done at this point. But of course, as I learn more, I'll be able to jump in and be more part of it. So swap to earn rewards. Earn ZF by swapping. Connect a wallet, then register first if not yet. Swap $1 gets boost 1x, boost x 1 ZK point, okay? Boosts depend on your number of ZF in the DAO staking pools. So you want to, if you're going to do the swaps and you're going to do the earn part of it, you're going to want to stake your ZF, okay, in the staking pools. 20% bonus ZK points when buying ZF. So you're going to get more if you're actually buying their token. Current base reward rate is half a ZF for $1 in volume that swaps. So this is giving you an idea of the number of points that are, or the swap value, right? So if it's 172 points, that is actually about $340,000 in swaps, right? Now they may have some other additional bonuses on top of that, because I'm sure it grows from there. So maybe it's less dollar value that because they've moved up in the reward side. Your reward proportional to your ZK points. A reward distribution on the 1st and the 16th of the month. So every 2 weeks they're going to do it. Swap to earn reward of current cycle is, let's see, what is this? About 2.5 million ZF. And of course we can go back here and say, they're a couple cents each. So that kind of gives you an idea of, you can multiply that times the cost of the token, and you can see what they're sharing back with the community. You can also, because they share back a percentage of it, I'll see if we can find that here. I saw it earlier. I believe maybe it was in docs. I believe it's 75% of the revenue that's being generated is what's shared back to the community. And if it's a set percentage like that, then we'll be able to, of course, we could do the math and see on the value of how much revenue they're actually producing from swaps. Because remember, at the end of the day, when this all shakes out, right, and we get past the hype cycles and that type of stuff, it's going to come down to business principles, right? And that is the team, the product, the revenue, customer growth. The same things that make businesses today valuable will be the same things that will make these projects successful. Okay, so reward, total reward. The total reward for the swap to earn is 20%, 200 million ZF of the total supply over 3 years. So they have a set supply that they're doing. It's 200 million. So that would be 20% would be 1 billion tokens. So on both here, remember they talked about, I said I'd seen on another video about 1 billion. They only talk about there being 275 and 514. So this information is not going to be accurate. There's 1 billion tokens, which means it's about a $28 million, $29 million account. And this is why you want to dig in. Remember, this is a third-party site. This is a third-party site. The information is not always accurate, which is why you want to go back to the main site and you want to say, okay, what does it say here? What does their white paper say about the project? All right, so your swap volume is $100. It's just giving you some maxes here: cycle 1, cycle 2, and it goes from there. So you can go ahead and go through and read this. They have everything here. So you can come in and learn about their farm to earn, the affiliate and referral program. Okay, you know we like affiliate and referral programs because if we can refer this, if we like it, we refer it. So swap together, earn together. Refer a friend to zkswap and earn 20% of their point. All right, so if I recommend 10, 20 people to this, we're going to have to put our link. We're going to have to get a link, a referral link, and put it down in the description if you want to use it. We'd appreciate if you do that. You will receive a 5% bonus of the total points earned by the referrers for every future swapped to earn cycle. Okay, you will receive a bonus of 20% of the total points earned by in the active swap to earn cycle. So it's 20% in the active one when they sign up, and then it's 5% after that. Each cycle starts on the 1st and the 16th, so you can earn extra points. And of course, that determines the size of the pool that you're getting. So maybe some of these people that have a lot of points, they may have referred a lot of people to it. It might be some of the promoters of the project and stuff like that. But anyway, we will be getting an affiliate link, and we'll have that in the description below. So if you do decide that you want to use ZK Swap, you can go ahead and use our link. And we don't charge for doing this video, so zkswap is not paying us. We don't even try to get paid for these. Our goal is to bring great projects to you. And so one way that we could get a little compensation is if you use our link below. And also, if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, go ahead and ring the bell so you can see it. We get paid a small amount from YouTube, of course, right? So we love full transparency. All right, so let's go back here to the main site. So there's a lot to go through here, guys. You could spend probably an entire day just reading through all the different areas that they have, their roadmap, future products. Matter of fact, we are going to go back here. Let's go check out future products, because that's a goal, right? Is what are they going to do in the future? So we can see what they're doing today, but what are they going to be doing in the future? And that is interesting. We're not going to be able to go through everything. This is an extensive site with a lot of information on it. So what we're going to do is go back to the docs. Go back to the docs here real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and go here to that. We've got their roadmap. We've got future products. There we go. That's what I wanted to go see real quick. We can go through that. So we have a stable swap, a launchpad, a vault. So those are ones that are going to be doing it. They also have a ZF Paymaster. So let's go check out the Paymaster. ZF.finance Paymaster, a zksync error native solution. zkswap.finance has leveraged AA to create a powerful feature called ZF Paymaster. I think I said ZK, but ZF Paymaster. This feature allows users to pay for gas fees with the platform's native token, ZF, instead of ETH. This brings several key benefits: gasless swaps and trades, enhanced ZF utility. That's great for the token and for the value of it. EOA capability, and then as well, seamless user experience. So I like the fact that you are able to use the ZF as the paymaster instead of just having to use ETH. That's pretty innovative there. All right, so let's go back here, and wow, there's a lot to cover on this project, isn't there, guys? It's exciting. We're going to go and see that there is, let's go back to earn. So we have staking, of course, that we can click on. Campaigns, the campaigns are that. We've got the rewards part. Let's go to swap board. Oh, we already went to the swap board and we checked that out. That's our points in there. We go to the bridge. Now, there are a lot of, most have bridges, but it's always important that they do have a bridge in place, and they do already have that up and functioning and working. And remember, zksync is going to be doing an airdrop from my understanding. Okay. And this is one of them. If you're using this, is going to count as credits towards your zksync, and as well, you can earn on that. Okay. So let's go here to on-ramp. I want to check this out. So we have a bridge and we've got on-ramp. All right. Buy crypto. So they have it set up right here where you can pay using probably one of the third-party sources that are out there. There are several of them out there. So you can go from Australian dollars, or you can pick US dollars, all kinds of different currencies that are here that you can swap from. Let's go to more and let's check that out. So this is pretty cool. And by the way, guys, yes, I do own the token. I think I already mentioned that. So with more, you can go to the zksync bridge, Otis, Bungie. These are a lot of the other projects that are on the zksync. You've got the layer swap. I've used Orbiter Finance in the past to qualify for the zksync airdrop. We've got OpenOcean. So just a bunch of projects that you can also use to be involved with it. They're aggregators. I like projects that are not afraid to say, hey, here's another aggregator, right? On it. Here's another one. These are basically competitors, right? Because they have their own aggregator, and yet they're still having them put on their site. All right, multiple wallets. Let's see, interactions in the last 7 days, 0 interactions. Now, I don't have my wallet connected. If it did, it would show the purchase that I did on it, but this is just basically showing me my activities there. So that's the ZK flow. We can also see right here that here's some other networks that they're working with. Scroll, which is also looking to possibly do an airdrop. It's in a test mode right now. Linea, Base, Mantle, and then zk-EVM. So those are other chains that you can check out. And of course, I can connect and see my activity on those on that. So I can do a Linea on the, remember that's in the test net mode right now. All right, guys. So that is, oh, here, let's go real quick. Let's go to partnership. Oh, also, we're going to talk about the launchpad, right? So if you're not in the US, because most of these won't let you do it because you got a KYC in the US, but if you're somewhere else in the world, you can do that. So boost your liquidity pool, apply now, boost your project with zkswap.finance. You've got whitelist your project's tokens, cross marketing. So they have a system there for the partnership. Let's go to the launchpad here real quick. Apply to launchpad here. So basically they have a way, this is for projects to apply to be on the launchpad. All right. All right. I don't know if where we would go, and we'll have to check it out and maybe cover it in our next video. And of course, vote. Very important. DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, where the people, the token holders, the ZF holders are, of course, owners in it. They have a decision-making ability. Those are the projects that we're looking for because we love decentralization. All right. Anyway, they've got quite a few things that they're voting on, bringing stuff up to vote. So that's pretty cool. Of course, they're using Snapshot because that's what just about everybody uses for their voting protocols. But you can connect your wallet. If you have ZF in your wallet, then that is what's going to allow you, or staked, sorry, in order to vote, become a voting member, I believe you need to have your ZK or your ZF staked from what I remember that we were reading from there. All right, guys, that is exciting here. So this is the application phase. I'm going to stop sharing here. I like this project. I've already purchased some. I'm going to get some more. Again, we're going to cover a couple more projects on the ZK network that are going to be available here or are already available. So with that, guys, I want to say thank you. If you like content like this and you want somebody to help you find projects that you're going to do your own research on, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notified on the next project that or the next videos that we put out or all the videos that we put out. And then if you could like this video, that would help us out. And again, if you are interested in using zkswap and getting involved in the project, we'll have a link down below for you to be able to sign up and get started. Thank you so much. And thanks for your time. Have a great day and a great evening. Or a great evening. Have a great day or a great evening, depending on when you're watching this. Thanks.